I think it's absolutely insane that Korea is sitting at 1-4.
Africa was just dominated, starting out 0-2 in what was meant to be their group.
And here comes the dive. Cordier J is far to look for Ruler. He flashes, but he's still been caught. The knockup, and RNG, a 2-0 start to Worlds, the defending champions, 0-2.
What? You do have to keep in mind that their #1 seed has only played one of those games. I expect them to bounce back to a point.
One of the many marquee matchups that we have here at the World Championship, Cap's rookie.
Rookie got MVP of the LPL region. He has been looking like one of the strongest, if not the strongest mid laner in the whole world.
Well, he's gone to the back line. Rookie's hoping to get even more on this one. The third kill is in. They're looking for #4. Olaf's got nowhere to go. Goodbye. A quick team fight out for IG.
I want to see how I do against him, and I want to try to prove myself early in the tournament.
Great start, Cap. Looking for it, does put the Vanguard dead. Flash ball, and that's a solo kill. Cap, but that's not going to be the case here. Cap looking at a solo kill again. It's happening again. Fnatic style all over 100 Thieves.
And Caps, you have to say, living up to the hype so far.
캡 선수 잘하는데 봐야 되겠어요. 얼마나 잘하는지.
Potent area and they're not going towards it at the moment. It makes me a little bit worried.
I mean, if they go Lissandra plus early game jungler, there's good setup around mid lane. The other strategy for them in the past have been banning a lot of mid laners, but they didn't go for it. This time only the Akali was banned away, and that's almost more of a top laner at this point. But with Irelia early locked in, I really feel like Ucal's just saying, I am so confident. If I get a carry pick in the mid lane, there's nothing you can do against me.
And I wonder if we see the Taliyah or the Olaf, because there are a couple of picks left for Kongyu in that jungle position.
But look at this.
Rakan.
They did the thing we've already seen a couple teams do, where they go Kai'Sa, Rakan, and they basically surrender the early laning phase, but there's already a Varus on the other side, and
Insta-lock Leona.
Exactly, what's the counter pick we have seen to Rakan? It's Leona. MAD team, your laning phase bot lane is not going to be fun.
You said drop for team fight, Martin.
That's true. That's fair. You are correct. I didn't think necessarily you had to go for the Rakan here.
Agree. And there's Syndra banned away from KT, so going to keep that away from Uniboy as well. The KT also does play around well. They don't have the most obvious engage apart from throwing out a Leona ultimate, so being able to funnel MAD team in this situation into bad situations is going to make it very easy for something like a Varus Aurelia to access that backline.
Well, last two picks here for MAD team were Olaf for the early game jungler and the Aatrox that fell all the way to 5th pick. But KT had saved something spicy for last. There's Swain locked in.
Very interesting with this Swain here. We obviously have to see where everything ends up going. Swain top lane is what I'm expecting right now. Aatrox as well going into the top lane on the side of MAD team. So you get the range advantage on the side of Smep, and then you have the early game jungler with Taliyah. But we have to also look at the Olaf. It is often considered one of the counter picks to Taliyah. Once you get level 6, not before. But at level 6, when she can't knock you away, you can run her down. But I've seen a lot of junglers actually still take the Taliyah matchup and say, it's fine, we don't really care about the 1v1.
I think the other important thing to point out is that Kongya, for his team, is used to trying to get his mid lane and his top lane to shove a little bit to give him some vision. He does like to play around bottom lane, but you have to be able to do that in windows. As Olaf, if you get counter ganked, you're in, you can't really get back out. So I think there is a lot of pressure on this Aatrox pick to actually work.
And now he's going to actually have a really hard time because last second, KT swapped Irelia to top lane. For Smep, he's going to take the 1v1 matchup for himself with the Taliyah on his side. This should be really good for Smep.
And that's bad to die first. It's also pretty bad if you lose the creep wave. Looks like some aggression top lane.
Don't land. Smep though backing with the blade surge. Pops the Vanguard's edge. His score, as that could be trouble already for Lang. Pops the wall down and needs to live. Is not going to resurrect. Has the flash ready to go, but Taliyah is going to be able to line it up. Runs forward. Smep looking for the flash. Oh, he dodges the W, and Liang, he's out.
Score!
And not that out. Score going to ride in. Look to dive the turret, and that knock-up if it hit may have been the kill, but instead it's first blood for Score.
Obviously, Olaf was top already, so he couldn't do it. Sadly for MAD team, they're trying to win top side, but it's just not been working for them.
And now it's going to be a lot harder because KT have swapped their dual lane to top side, although maybe it's going to get caught out here. Protobelt in, Lissandra, oh good, there's the recombo. Might be enough to pick up score, it is as Kongya gets it. Uniboy also low, KT are going to get a great kill as Marta, he's able to pick it up. Now getting chased down by the all-up as Ucal slays K, and Smeb rising at the last second is Deft able to grab the next kill onto Ola. Aatrox diving back in, but Ucal nabs the double and KT collapse beautifully.
This is why everyone is terrified of KT. You think you have the proactive play, and the KT are able to do here. The instant repel. It's just so impressive to watch.
And understandably, as this play starts, we will get themselves our Acer Predator replay. Goodness gracious me.
I like just the initial engage on the score makes sense, like we can kill him. But then you look at Deft already moving from top, while we have Priest staying to kill the wave. So you're always going to get outnumbered, and you're obviously going to lose 1 or 2 players pretty quickly. Mata, in the end, even stays alive.
Oh, MAD again. Have to start defending at some point, but Mata finds the first blade. There's into the solo fight, the CC chain, enough to kill Young with World Ender available.
And the problem is you go for the play, it's uncoordinated, it's not on the same page, it just looks sloppy. And we were saying this about TL versus KT. They just didn't make a play. They never really tried to get the game back on their style. But I just think that KT at the moment plays such high pressure League of Legends that
6-0, well, now we are teleporting into fight.
Oh, Mata insta-blast gets the Q stun. Uniboy actually able to get out of there. Mata with the Zenith Blade poke, but doesn't quite find it over the wall. And now Ragnarok pops that Olaf over the wall to be safety as Uniboy does self-ult to try and buy more time for his team. But I think it's to his detriment. Nice watch there to dodge the seismic shove. But he is going to finally fall as Ucal on a rampage. Going to chase down under the turret and try and pick off Breeze as well. Doesn't quite grab her, but KT take the kill.
And this is what I mean. They're just terrifying. They know that no one can contest them right now on the side of MAD. They pull the trigger as a unit, everyone flying in, and they only grab themselves 1 kill, but immediately eyes back towards the objective, pressure the MAD lineup, make them come to us.
They have 2 mountains. Happy to start this Baron with the lead that they already have.
All right, K, everything is ready.
Terrifying.
He got the minion.
Mata's trying stuff, I think, at this point. Again, KT don't need to do too much more with their 10,000 gold lead, but K, he's going to try and make the play happen, and Deft makes him pay by taking him off the map. Ucal looking for a flank, pops the ulti, needs more Magi stacks, he's only got 14, give the man some stacks! Smeb going to take the next one down as Kangye dies, and KT diving with impunity towards MAD's Nexus.
K just nearly killed himself by dashing through the pebbles both ways. This is a rough game.
I mean, 23 minutes in, KT are gonna finish it right now. They probably want some more kills.
Yep, TV back in.
Times, it's not always been that successful for this game.
Ooh, Uniboy gonna try again.
Oh,
Watch him grab the shutdown. Able to run it in. Maybe MAD finally found the fight they needed. Instead, Smeb dives onto the backside, and KT is just too little, too late for the squad. As KT gonna take down the last kill, grab the ace, and polish off the game.
And Ucal, he got his 25 stacks in the end. They get to win the game as well.
KT waltz in and finish off the Nexus. A dominant second game here. Looking again to win every single game through groups.
The Korean hope. KT, the only team actually picking up wins.
I mean, it's a pretty good last hope. To be perfectly frank with the situation, KT right now look like a monster. They only gave up 2 kills in that game. They built themselves a 15,000 gold lead in 26 minutes of League of Legends. And across the board, really standout performances from everyone.
Yeah, pretty much perfect on their side. And we mentioned this during the game before as well. Like, MAD team are just not, their playstyle is not suited to beat a team like KT. It's too slow, it's too focused on trying to get to the late game. You don't want to risk too many things. And we've seen other teams doing Worlds now have success when they said, you know